I'm doing reflecting on beauty today. There's been a lot of comments about the nature that's around and how beautiful it is. And it got me thinking, what is beauty? How do we recognize it? And why do we recognize it? What a strange thing. It doesn't seem through just evolutionary means that we would come to appreciate beauty. And it seems like such a complex thing that you can't really put your finger on exactly what it is, but you know it when you see it. And I find it fascinating that those names of God that the scriptures describe, whether it's intelligence or love or consciousness or beauty, that quite often they are undefinable names, names that we're deeply familiar with, even names that we're slightly intimate with. And yet when we're pressed to say exactly what it is, we can't really define it. And I find that highly intriguing. Vivekananda was writing about beauty, and he was reading a small poem about the divine, about someone of great devotion writing about God, and he just does a line or two, but then talks about it, and I'm intrigued with what he says. I cannot tell anything about you except that you are my love. You are beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful. You are beauty itself. What is, after all, really required of us in this yoga? It is that our thirst after the beautiful should be directed toward the divine. What is the beauty in the human face, in the sky, in the stars, and in the moon? It is only a partial apprehension of the real, all-embracing divine beauty. He shining, everything shines. It is through his light that all things shine. Take this high position of bhakti, of devotion, which makes you forget all at once your little personalities. Take yourself away from all the world's little selfish clingings. Do not look upon humanity as the center of all your human and higher interests. Stand as a witness, as a student, and observe the phenomena of nature. Have the feeling of personal non-attachment with regard to man, and see how this mighty feeling of love is working itself out in this world. Sometimes a little friction is produced, but that is only in the course of the struggle to attain the higher, the real love. Sometimes there is a little fight or a little fall, but it is only by the wayside. Stand aside and freely let these frictions come. You feel the friction only when you are in the current of the world, but when you are outside of it and simply witnessing it as a student, you will be able to see that there are millions and millions of channels in which God is manifesting himself as love. This wonderful idea of being a student, it's on my mind, to go out into nature and not just say, oh, that's beautiful, but to ask it, as you say, your beauty itself. Inquire, what is it that makes you beautiful? What is it in me that recognizes beauty? As I look at you and I try to put into words, what is beautiful? Know that you're not describing what you're looking at, but you're describing the divine, that divine nature. And then understand even further that it's not the thing outside of yourself that you are finding beautiful. It is the notion of beauty within you that is being stirred. That beauty of the divine itself. Beauty itself. So engage with the beautiful world. Beauty is not outside of yourself. It often has to do with how you look at something, what you think while you look at something. Otherwise, we would love only the same people. But all of us find different people beautiful. Things are not beautiful. You are beautiful, and you light the world around you, and sometimes recognize that beauty.